Hello, and welcome back to Pokémon Platinum, where today I actually have all of the contest badges, or not badges, ribbons. And yeah, we're gonna get more ribbons today, including the one for beating Cynthia, but our team that we will be using to beat Cynthia has a lot of work to do. I mean, not a lot, but we're gonna get some levels. Also, we're still hunting a shiny Yveltal on the side. But yeah, I skipped a bunch of trainers here in Victory Road. And I'm gonna go back and unskip them for the XP. Hey there, Outlander. I mean, technically I could just beat Cynthia using my new, or not my new, my ribbon Pokemon, because they're level 100 and it would be easy. And I have to beat Cynthia using them at some point. But like, that would be cheating. Though I'd be lying if I said I didn't consider it for a moment, because I've already beaten Cynthia without cheating on a game on this channel, but that was Shining Pearl, so like, does it really count? It's a different game. Yes, Outlander, I did see that Gravios is in Wilds. The visual effects work they've done on it is phenomenal. Though the sound design, a lot of its noises are not the same as they used to be. It doesn't sound as crunchy as it used to, which is kind of sad. But who knows, maybe it'll be better when we get to actually play the game. And really, Return did that little? Outlander, unfortunately my badges are not currently well polished, but the good news is they exist and we don't have to look at them. Maybe I'll polish them before I challenge the Elite Four, but for now they are not well polished, no. The last time I polished them was when I did so on stream, so yeah, it's been a bit. Grappler is not worth the effort. Gyarados is absolutely not worth the effort. Okay, so as far as trainers that I skipped, when we go downstairs, there's one trainer and one doubles pair. And then when we go upstairs from there, there's one more doubles pair that I skipped. We can also get a Stone Edge TM and a Rare Candy and a Dragon Pulse TM. So those are the things that I'm here for, is effectively 3 trainer battles, Dragon Pulse, and Stone Edge. Well, hey, Outlander, I'm glad you've got some game releases coming out that you're looking forward to. Steelix sure does have physical defense. I mean, it's got basically no other stats, so it makes sense, but... Floatzel has such an interesting cry. Victory Road. Somehow it feels as if my journey is now coming to an end. But before the final chapter is written, I must pen your defeat. Oh, you know what's real great? 2 weeks from now, we're going to be fighting Gypsaros in the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. Nice crit. I'm very excited to see the Monster Hunter Wilds beta come back. I've missed it. If you don't give up, you can reach your goal. That perseverance is what's important to trainers. That's in my book, too. We form a combination that's in perfect sync. How do you expect to counter that? I see we both opened with a fire type and a water type. Okay, Gyarados is going to use Waterfall on the horse, while our monkey is going to Thunder Punch the fish. I forgot my monkey had Thunder Punch. And goodbye, horse. Yup, the way you battle is fantastic. You should try to take the Elite Four right now, not later. But I still have one more trainer to battle in here. Or one more trainer battle with 2 trainers. The combination of you and your awesome Pokemon. It's the ultimate tag team. And speaking of things being ultimate, I need the ultimate healing to be done. I mean, not ultimate healing, but like there is healing that needs doing, and thus it shall be done. Because as you can see, I bought healing supplies between streams. And there's a rare candy. Gonna be doing a lot of surfing for a little bit, so let's go ahead and put Gengar in front to thunderbolt these water types we're going to encounter. And of course we get an encounter right before I hop on the water type. And it's a Floatzel anyway, okay. So, on the subject of 3DSs, you know, the systems that I'm playing these 2 games on, my busted 3DS, the one with the cracked screen. I did in fact get a replacement for it. I transferred all my stuff, so there's no way I can lose all of my games that I've paid for or anything like that. And then I sent the thing to Nintendo for hopefully repairs. I included a note with it, basically saying I do not under any circumstances want a replacement system unless it comes with the exact same backplate and shell as the one that I am sending, because it has sentimental value and is worth far more to me busted than any replacement system without those things would be. And yesterday Nintendo received it and changed its status to in service. And then today they sent me an email saying that they have shipped it back. And I got charged for the repair, which means that either they did in fact repair it, or they replaced it against my wishes without asking me if I was cool with a replacement. So, fingers crossed that it has actually been repaired. That would be fantastic. if I get this thing back in a couple days and it is still my system with a fixed screen, oh, that would be great. And also in the good news for me this week front, just realized that I should have gone a different direction if I wanted to more efficiently get to the other trainer battle that I want to do. Oh well. Yeah, and the other good news for me this week front, given that my PC has been up and running completely flawlessly for the past 3 weeks after I did my processor swap, after it started having issues with an Intel processor again, I have gone through Intel's warranty process for the 3rd time in 15 months, which is far too many. And at first they were basically just all up on, okay, yeah, we'll replace your processor. Just send us the busted one and we'll send you a replacement when we have it and confirm it is faulty. And I was like, is there any way I could get a refund instead of a replacement? Because this is the 3rd time I've had to go through this song and dance in 15 months. And if I got a replacement, since I've already replaced it with the last replacement processor that you sent me, this new one would just be sitting around waiting for yet another failure, or else I would be selling it for far less than it cost me to begin with because of the current marketplace around Intel processors. And so I just wouldn't be getting what I want out of this if you sent me a replacement instead of a refund. And they agreed to give me a refund, so I'm going to get the full price I paid instead of literally hundreds less if I had tried to sell it. And if the current 14900K I have sitting in my PC goes bad, then I will have nothing continuing to tie me to Intel, and I will freaking jump ship. Because, yeah, if this processor dies, I am done with Intel forever. Maybe not forever, but for a good long while. I got that processor sent out yesterday, so hopefully in a week or so I'll be able to claim that refund. That'll be nice, having a couple hundred extra bucks, considering I spent a couple $100 getting a new 3DS and repairs for my existing one. Yeah, Outlander, I would imagine you're very happy with that processor, considering it is the best gaming CPU on the market right now. Kinda wish I had one. But if I was to get one of those, I'd have to replace my motherboard and probably my RAM as well. So, wouldn't exactly be a cheap upgrade. Says a man who is considering getting a 5090. When he has a 4090. To be fair, I've got a reason for it. I like bigger numbers. But also, I'd be able to sell my 4090 for half or potentially more than half of the cost of a 5090, depending. And so, at that point, if I factor in the sale of my 4090, it gets closer to what I would consider acceptable price for performance gain. I mean, it'd still be a very financially unsound decision, but I don't pay rent, so I can afford to treat myself once a month, especially when the 5090 comes out the day after my birthday. Yeah, Outlander, going from a 2070 Super to a 5080, you can expect some very, very nice games there. You'll be able to run Monster Hunter Wilds in 4K with fantastic results. From what I've seen, the 5080 is just shy of the 4090 in terms of general performance. Like, if you don't use all of the DLSS, or the new DLSS features that the 50 series gets over the 40 series. So yeah, you'll be living large. Considering my 4090, if I'm running Monster Hunter Wilds with DLSS, well, the beta, with DLSS off, I get usually 60 plus FPS with some drops into the 50s at times. Turn DLSS on at quality, not even performance, and suddenly you're running it at like good, basically no drops below 60 at that point. Yeah, Gyarados and Infernape should be pretty good. I intend to perfect my double battle technique. That will make me better all around. I want to improve my doubles technique as much as I can. That will improve me as a trainer. I don't like that Staraptor being there. Because of that. Still gonna close combat that monkey over there. And hopefully we'll get rid of it. Good. Yeah, Outlander, if you wanted a 5080 Super, you'd probably have to wait about a year, and oh, that's a dead monkey. Yeah, waiting about a year. There would be so much Monster Hunter Wilds in the meantime. I don't think that's worth the wait. Especially when you've already waited long enough to upgrade from a freaking 2070 Super. Like, if your GPU is more than 5 years old, in my opinion, it is time to upgrade at that point. If your GPU is older than a console generation cycle, yeah, you upgrade. Your mastery over several Pokemon at once. You're a remarkable trainer. Depending on the combinations, every kind of Pokemon can excel. At least that's what I think. Magneton might be worth the time spent swapping to Garchomp. Weird that it chose to use a Steel-type move when there was a Gyarados in front of it, but then again, this is a wild Pokemon and they use their moves randomly. Yeah, Outlander, I definitely know the feeling of getting a job and therefore having some money to actually spend on hobbies. So there is... Oh, I don't know if I grabbed the hidden rare candy that's on this particular floor. Yeah, there's one more item that is visible for me to grab, and one hidden rare candy that I should check if I have grabbed. And at that point, I'll just escape rope the heck out of this Victory Road. Actually, I guess there are two visible items that I haven't grabbed, but one is next to the post-Cynthia section of Victory Road, and I don't want to deal with that. Of course, a random encounter had to stop me from going over a ramp. And of course it had to be a Magneton again. Actually, you know what? Let's just run. It's not going to give us enough XP to level anyone. Yeah, no one's near leveling, and Suicune doesn't even count. In fact, I might as well just use a repel. Ah, right, my Gyarados isn't high enough level for Repel to actually stop everything from spawning. I didn't grab the item. Oh. I think I've got another flavor of repel. Yeah, I've got max repels. Which I did not and would not purchase myself because max repels are the least money-efficient repel you can buy. In terms of steps per Pokédollar, the super repel is where it's at. And I had indeed not grabbed that hidden rare candy, so it was worth the check. And now to find an escape rope and use it. Because I have battled every available trainer in Victory Road. I have not battled every available trainer full stop. Because if we take a look at this here town map, I have not been to the ironworks there. Nor have I gone down Route 220 or 221. Though I think I have been just about everywhere else where there would be trainer. I guess there's some trainers that I could have rock climbed to on Route 216, I think. But I don't want to go back to Route 216 because Route 216 sucks. So I'm just going to use a bunch of rare candies. I've got like 9 of them, I think. To help shore up gaps in my team, and we're going to challenge the Elite Four. And hope that it works. Let's also see if I've got any items that would be helpful to give anyone. I mean, I've got a bunch of items, so surely some of them must be useful, right? Would it be a good idea to put Never Melt Ice on Gyarados and increase the power of its Ice Fang? That would make it a better answer to Garchomp. Let's do it. Could give my Garchomp Soft Sand and make its Earthquake even stronger. Do I have anyone who uses electric type moves who would want the magnet? My electric type moves are on Gengar, who has a spell tag to boost its Shadow Ball. I've got one on Tangrowth, who doesn't really need it that badly. And I've got one on Infernape, who also doesn't really need it that badly, so no. No magnet for us. I don't think I have any dragon type moves. Do I have anything that boosts grass type moves? Apparently not. Okay, who's missing an item? Who has what, honestly? Infernape has Amulet Coin, which I don't really need, and we've got XP share on Mega. So Tangrowth just has nothing. I guess a magnet would be better than nothing. Though maybe something that boosts its rock type moves would be better. Maybe. Rock is good against Flying Bug and Ice. All of which are strong against grass. So sure, if I've got something that boosts rock, then great. But I don't recall having seen anything that would boost rock. So I think we might just go magnet. Yeah. Congrats, Tangrowth, you get a magnet. And you know, you pointed out that my badges weren't clean. And they're not presentable like this. Not at all. Thankfully, they're not, like, as dirty as can be. They're only 3 stages away from max polish instead of 4 or 5. So, like... yeah, it could actually definitely be worse. Important, update regarding non-in-game things. I have had a cat on my lap for the entire duration of this stream so far. Which is great. I love that. I love having a cat on my lap. And the update comes in the form of... yeah, she just stretched. It was very cute. Just reached her little arms out. Less pleasant update. Well, it's worth noting that I am in Southern California, specifically San Diego. It is very, very windy today. High winds. It's still bone dry here because we haven't gotten any rain since, like, or any appreciable rain since, like, February. And, yeah, apparently a fire has started in San Diego. It's like 10-ish miles away from here, I think. Maybe more. Thankfully, the wind is going away from here, so I shouldn't have to worry about it, but... yeah, fires in Southern California right now are cause for concern. I can only hope that it gets knocked down quick, that it doesn't come this way, and that no more start. We do have potential rain in the forecast for Saturday. Here's hoping that actually happens. Here's hoping it ends up being more than just the lightest of drizzles. Because, yeah, I don't want to have to deal with evacuation. Because my cats, they are getting more comfortable with me. But they're still... oh, right. They're still not comfortable with getting picked up or anything, which means if we had to evacuate and actually get them in their carriers, it would not be easy. Hold it! Don't go off without me! You're challenging the Pokémon League, aren't you? That's why I'm here too! Let's see who's more worthy of making the challenge with a battle! Yeah, Outlander, one of my pals on the East Coast showed me his, why do I have Garchomp in front? Right, because I was using it for repel purposes. Now, one of my pals showed me a picture of his weather app the other day, and... yeah, he said he checked the weather app to see what the temperature was, and his phone said there isn't one. It was a screenshot of his weather app showing 0 degrees. And as a San Diego native, I feel confident in my ability to say that temperatures below 31 do not exist and cannot be observed in the wild. So I don't know what's wrong with his phone, but clearly it was bugged. On the subject of being bugged, Heracross is a bug. Also, that rock slide's gonna hurt. Okay, we definitely can't leave Gyarados in front of this thing. We don't really have any good switches, though. Because it's going to be... Well, actually, no, it might not be going to be using Rock Slide, because Gyarados' health is low enough that it could probably KO us with anything it uses, which means it's probably going to use a random move. So if it chooses to use a fighting move, then Gengar is a safe switch. If it's using Rock Slide again, Gengar's going to be very sad. Gengar is going to be very sad. No, not as sad as I expected. Not even close. Empoleon is exactly what we wanted to see, because Gengar is our best answer to it with Thunderbolt. Ooh, nice para. Please be a full para. Nope. Little early on that brine. If we were actually below half health, it would absolutely have been a KO. But we weren't below half health, so it wasn't. Okay, it's time for Gengar to retreat. And for a monkey to show up. And while the East Coast got out of its cold snap, the southern US is now in the middle of one. And some cities that do not have snow plows are getting snow, and that's going about as you might expect. If only there was some kind of scientific consensus as to what might be causing all of these extreme weather events across the country. If only there was one really easy thing to point to that is accepted as actual fact and a real thing by anyone with a degree in the sciences. But surely there is no such thing, and it is merely wishful thinking to hope that such a thing was real. That was not a great Thunder Punch. Tangrowth is probably bulky enough to take one hit from Staraptor, right? Well, U-turn's not even a stab. Though that did hurt. If it had used a flying move, we might have actually been in a little bit of trouble. Oh, I'm glad I used a rock move. That did a lot less than I would have liked. But Tangrowth can take a hit, right? Maybe not a Fire Blast. Yeah, not a Fire Blast. I want to use Gyarados and get some more XP on it, but I'm pretty sure that Rapidash will outspeed it, so Garchomp it is. Because I am trying to beat Barry without item use. Because I generally prefer beating NPC trainers without using items. Even if I know that they would use items. If I can beat them without items, I like to. Yeah, Outlander, I've experienced below zero temps as well, but never here. Like, when I was younger, my family would go to Denver, Colorado every year in the winter because we have family there, and we would spend some of the time while we were up in Colorado going to ski resorts. So yeah, I've experienced cold. I know what cold feels like. But it's never a thing I have to deal with when I am at home. This Staraptor loves using U-turn. Okay, Snorlax is something that we can probably outspeed, but I don't want to leave Gyarados in front of it when we cannot one-shot it. Okay, that is not the move I expected to see out of it, and the worst thing it could have done. I fully expected it to be like Earthquake, normal moves, and fighting moves, but no. We had to take a crunch. Let's give Yanmega a chance. Right, we've got, like, nothing for moves. But Air Cutter has high crit, so let's go for that. That's not gonna end well, is it? No. Okay, let's Ancient Power and get the Omni Boost. Come on. Nice crit. Can't help but notice we didn't get an Omni Boost. Oh, and it got the para. Okay. Silver Wind, get that Omni Boost. Come on. I like how we're still faster through the para. And no Omni Boost. All right. This isn't going well. So, Garchomp now, I believe, is our best bet. Actually, no, let's do Gyarados. Because the Intimidate. Hey there, Califor. Oh yeah, Black Ice. That is not fun. Hopefully your right arm recovers quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and Waterfall in hopes that we get a flinch. That would be nice. It's not a flinch. So the one saving grace here is that this Snorlax's HP is in the yellow and not the red, which means there's a chance that it won't get full restored. All right, Snorlax is down. And now it's just Garchomp versus Staraptor. I fully believe in this last one. I have no reason to freak out. I don't like that it's got Intimidate. Him using U-turn constantly on that thing and spreading out the Intimidates has been really annoying for this fight. But it's just Garchomp versus Staraptor. I don't think it can one-shot us. So I'm going to go ahead and Dragon Claw. And hopefully I don't end up regretting this choice. Okay, I don't regret this choice. Well done, Garchomp. Way to clutch it out with that crit. What just went down? My team still needs raising? Apparently. Though that was remarkably close. Guess I'm not ready for the Pokemon League if I'm losing to you. Darn it, you watch though. I'll get tougher and win my way through the Pokemon League. Because I'm going to become the champion, the toughest trainer. Garnet, you'd better not lose to anyone before me. And now to heal our Pokemon again. And now let's save, even though we have to save a lot of data. Outlander, I don't recall Cyrus in the Distortion World being very difficult, so it must not have been anything special. Like, I just plain don't remember how the fight went, so... Yeah, I would advise checking the VOD if you want to see that, because... Yeah, I don't remember. Orberg City's Coal Badge, Eterna City's Forest Badge, Hearthome City's Relic Badge, Veilstone City's Cobble Badge, Pastoria City's Fen Badge, Canalave City's Mine Badge, Snowpoint City's Icicle Badge, and Sunnyshore City's Beacon Badge. Very well. Trainer, you've indeed collected all the gym badges of Sinnoh. Demonstrate the power that brought you here and go for glory. I will, but actually, before I go for glory, I need to spend my rare candies. So who do I spend them on? Clearly, the answer is Gyarados. At least for a bunch of them. Dragon Dance is an interesting move to consider. But I think I'm going to not grab it. Actually, grabbing it would let me run away with the game. If I use it right. Let's see what I could forget for it. I think it's probably worth getting rid of Rock Smash for it, but that means that I need to leave. Thankfully, I do have a heart scale, so I'm not locked out of that Dragon Dance for having not gotten it right then and there. But yeah, let's go grab that, because Rock Smash is going to be basically no use during the Elite Four and Champion, whereas Dragon Dance can actually make a significant difference in how easy or difficult certain battles are. Yeah, Outlander, I do remember when the League used to hire 8 individual people to check each individual badge. But you gotta remember, one of them was hired to just sit in a pool all day, waiting for someone to come surfing by. So, like, if you displeased your bosses, you would get pool duty. The other 7, sure, totally fine, but pool guy. I don't want to sit in a pool all day, every day, just waiting in case someone comes by to show me a single badge. Gyarados needs Rock Smash. Or not Rock Smash, needs not Rock Smash, needs Dragon Dance where Rock Smash was. That's what it needs. I'm gonna take Gyarados up to 50. Just so that it has the highest possible chance of getting to make use of Dragon Dance. No, I do not want Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam hasn't been good on Gyarados since Gen 2. Stop trying to keep it a thing. Actually, I guess Gen 3 still had physical Hyper Beams, so never mind. But it's remarkable how much stuff, even these days, like how much media Gyarados is in, where they have Gyarados using Hyper Beam. I'm just gonna put the last 2 candies on Gengar and Infernape, so everyone else is 47. Now to save a lot of data again. Wait a sec, Califor, what do you mean Garchomp / Cynthia games in Pokemon Pocket next week? Do you mean Pokemon TCG Pocket? Is that getting a new expansion next week? Been playing the game daily, but I'm in the dark about when it gets new card packs and stuff. I just open my cards and play the stuff that they put in front of me. Okay, that's right. We got Bug Guy first. Ah, trailer came out today. Got it. And let's actually do Yanmega. Yanmega doesn't really get many chances to shine, and who knows, maybe it'll do good against these bugs, what with Air Cutter. Hello, welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Aaron of the Elite Four. It's good to meet you. Oh, I should explain, I'm a huge fan of bug Pokemon. Bug Pokemon are nasty mean, and yet they're beautiful too. Would you like to know why I take on challengers here? It's because I want to become perfect, just like my bug Pokemon. Okay, let me take you on. Your bug Pokemon aren't perfect, buddy. Yeah, I knew trading was coming for Pokemon TCG Pocket, but like, I'm not that hopeful for that, considering the highest rarity you can trade is 1 star, and you can only trade like for like in terms of rarity. Well, so much for my Yanmega. Thought it might be able to do well in this battle. Only gave the other Yanmega a free speed boost. Oh, thanks for missing with that air slash. I was worried this Yanmega was gonna sweep my monkey away too. Califor, you can easily trade one of your 5 2-star full art Sabrinas for either card flare or the special tickets you can use to get the fancy coin. And also the fancy card back and playmat and stuff, but like Drapeon's only weak to ground. Was about to try Flamethrower, but that thing's not a bug. Check out my bug-type Pokemon, says a guy who sends out a non-bug second. Like, Drapion would be far worse. Really, Ice Fang? It would be far worse if it was either Bug Poison or Bug Dark. Like, Dark Poison is a surprisingly good defensive type combo, at least in this generation. Actually, I guess still in later gens, too. So, like, it's a surprisingly good type combo. And then there's also just... yeah, Bug is not at all good defensively. Do I risk going to Gengar? I think I sacrifice Tangrowth. Tangrowth's not going to be much help at all against these bugs. Sure, it has ancient power. I should have gone to Gengar. Oh, this Heracross wants to go down in one shot to Gengar. Craves it. Yeah, Drapion's type as is better than it would be if it stayed a bug. I just don't like it when a Pokemon loses the type that is the thing that it is. Like, if it is a bug, but it's not bug type, what gives? Time to bring Infernape back. Hopefully it can take whatever Scizzor's going to try and dish out here. Night Slash. That'll be resisted. Excellent. Goodbye, Scizzor. So there is zero chance at this point that Aaron wins this battle. It's not over yet, and a League Elite Four cannot give up. Maybe they should give up, though. You ever think of that? Maybe they should. I will now concede defeat, but I think you came to see how great Bug-type Pokemon can be. I hope you also realize what you're up against in the Pokemon League. Battling is a deep and complex affair. Yeah, it just would have been nice if the mirror match of Yanmega versus Yanmega didn't go so overwhelmingly in your favor. I lost with the most beautiful and toughest of the bug Pokemon. We lost because I wasn't good enough. That's it. Back to training camp. Let's hear it from me. No, that was wrong. Anyway, go on to the next room. 3 trainers are waiting for you. They're all tougher than me. Except there are 4 trainers waiting for me. Cynthia's behind them. You can't just not mention Cynthia. Like, of all the trainers to not mention existing, not mentioning Cynthia is literally the biggest disservice an NPC has possibly ever done us in any Elite Four. Yeah, there's only 3 trainers left. Oh, and also the one trainer that is widely regarded as the most difficult battle in any main series Pokemon game's main story. Yeah, Outlander, they want Cynthia to be a surprise, but they can at least say there's 3 more trainers plus the champion. The story does not call her out as being the champion, no. But we know there is a champion, and he's saying, oh, there's only 3 more trainers. No, there's 3 more trainers and a champion.
Well, well, you're quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. I'm Bertha. I have a preference for ground-type Pokemon. Well, would you show this old lady how much you've learned?
I shouldn't have had Yanmega in front for this. Forgot to swap it out. But Whiskash is probably the least threatening Pokemon that she could have put out first. Let's swap in Tangrowth. Okay, Sandstorm isn't ideal. But we do have Grass Knot for this fish. And if Sandstorm wasn't up, the fish might have gone down to it. Wait, no, Sandstorm... Does it boost physical or special defense for rock types? Special, right? Or not rock types, for... Actually, I guess it is rock types. Maybe it's also ground types? I don't know. This isn't a rock type, though. So if it is just rock types, then I guess it doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, Tangrowth probably isn't going to take whatever comes next. Gliscor, I don't really want to leave Tangrowth in for that. Tangrowth can be more useful as a safe switch, or, well, a sacrificial switch later. So I'm going to go ahead and swap to Gyarados, because that'll do nothing because Hyper Cutter, so it won't intimidate. But Fire Fang's not going to hurt that bad, and we have Ice Fang to answer with. Though Gliscor does have... Oh, and thank you for missing with Thunder Fang, and thank you for revealing it. Gliscor does have remarkable physical bulk. And if we take another... Well, if we take a Thunder Fang, I am not confident that we get to keep our Gyarados. So... let's act under the assumption that a Thunder Fang is incoming. Except we know it's got Ice Fang. But Garchomp should outspeed it. So we should actually be fine. And then we can Dragon Claw to get rid of it. Rhyperior. Interesting. We do have Waterfall on Gyarados. But we would be eating a Rock-type move almost certainly on the switch in, which would be very bad for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and Earthquake it. Should do a bunch. Like, not an overwhelming amount, but... yeah. 2 Earthquakes and this thing's not gone because Citrus Berry. Avalanche. Okay. Probably should have expected that. Ouchies. Alright, well now we can bring in Gyarados without needing to worry about eating a Rock-type move on the Switch. The Intimidate also helps. And so does this Waterfall. Okay, Golem is yet another thing that Waterfall will be good against. Its defense is high enough, I worry that we might not be able to one-shot it. But hey, there's a flinch chance. And I shouldn't have worried. ×4 super effective is, it's a heck of a thing. And we've got Sand back, which is unfortunate, but it's all of us against this one Hippo. We should be able to take it. I say all of us, but we've lost 1 or 2 Pokemon already, so it's not actually all of us. It's many of us. Oh, and it missed with the Stone Edge. We only need our fish.
Dear child, don't assume for an instant that you've won.
No, I'm going to assume for an instant that I've won, because I have won. The instant you missed that Stone Edge, I won.
Well, dear child, I must say, that was most impressive. Your Pokemon believed in you and did their best to earn you the win. Even though I've lost, I find myself with a silly grin.
The Elite Four are important enough that it feels like I should read their post-combat dialogue, but it still auto-advances too fast.
You're quite something, youngster. I like how you and your Pokemon earned the win by working as one. That's what makes you so strong. I think that you can go as far as you want.
Alright, let's revive our Garchomp. And then use a few full restores. Full restores are still in the bag. I don't have to close the bag to use full restores. Bit of a waste on Gyarados, but I want everyone at full health. Ah, yes. Yo, trainer! You had me counting the days on my fingers waiting for you to come. I heard from Volkner what you did in Sunnyshore. You managed to light a fire in that guy's heart again. How could you not expect me to look forward to seeing you in battle? You're facing a Fire-type Pokemon user with me. Let Flint see how hot your spirit burns. I don't feel like this room is safe to be in. Opening with a Houndoom. Interesting. It might have Thunderfang. That almost certainly has Thunder Punch. Called it. Want to over-rely on Garchomp. So I guess let's go back to Gyarados. Flareon should be one of the safest possible switches. Especially when I intimidate it. Okay, I guess Will-O-Wisp isn't going to help us. Let's Dragon Dance. Get our speed up and effectively negate the burn, kind of, almost. That did more than I expected. But it's also never going to do that much again. Let's Dragon Dance one more time. And then... we're not going to really have many turns to try and sweep with Gyarados, but we can still try. Never mind. Lulled me into a false sense of security with that overheat. Alright, let's just go ahead and throw a Shadow Ball at this thing. That was less damage than I was hoping to see. By quite a lot. But we know the Flareon cannot Giga Impact us. Will-O-Wisp will not cut our damage output. And it's already had its special attack harshly lowered by overheating, so there's not too much this Flareon can do to Gengar. Of course it survived one more hit. Wow, even with the special attack drop, that overheat did that much. Alright. And he's going to be using a full restore, isn't he? He sure is. Okay, so Gengar is not going to survive this Flareon unless we, like, get a crit and a special attack drop here. And we got neither. Well, whatever. And Flareon is now stuck at minimum special attack. Yanmega would not be a good choice, nor would Tangrowth. Let's do Infernape, just get some XP on someone other than Garchomp. Yeah, we got a level coming in close. And let's... I guess close combat. We've got very few PP on close combat, so I have to use it at least somewhat sparingly, but this Flareon has shown itself to be at least bulky enough that I wouldn't be certain that a rock climb would have taken it out. And now it's time to over-rely on Garchomp. Okay. There's not much I can do about this bounce. So I'll just throw a strength. Don't paralyze. Of course it crit and paralyzed. Not liking that sunny day. At least we weren't full parried. Magmortar in the back. I can feel your determination. Your will is overpowering me. Is it, though? If my will was doing that great, I wouldn't have been I wouldn't have been paralyzed, rather, by the bounce. Hey, we survived the solar beam, and this earthquake should take out the Magmortar. I don't believe it. I lost. I didn't take you for granted. But I didn't expect you to win. I'd never even considered it. I'm blown away by this. You and your Pokemon are hot stuff. Whew. Burnt right down to cinders. Close is the Onmega to getting level 50. It would get it if we left the XP share on it. I kind of feel like swapping the XP share, though. I was considering Gengar, but I think our monkey would be the better option. Would it, though? No. Because against Cynthia, the monkey is good against Rose Raid. I think that's it. Full stop. Rose Raid. At least of the things that I remember being on Cynthia. Do I have anything that increases bug-type move damage? I don't think so. Well, whatever. Right, this guy is psychic. Ah, you timed your arrival well. I've just finished reading a book, you see. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lucian. I am a user of the psychic type. I must say, you've already proven yourself to be outstanding by coming this far. They say I am the toughest of the Elite Four. I'm afraid I will have to go all out against you to live up to that reputation. Alright, Yanmega, if there was ever a time to get an Omni boost, it's now. Please don't die to that. Omni boost! No, speed boost. Well, at least we're faster than the mime now. Should I put Protect on Yanmega? I feel like I should maybe put Protect on Yanmega. Just always open with Protect so that we get that speed boost. Gallade. I guess we air cutter this. Come on, crit. A crit wouldn't have really helped us much. Okay. Gengar could Shadow Ball it. What is Yanmega's special attack? It's 134. Air Cutter is running off of 55 base power. Okay, that would explain it. And Shadow Ball's running off of 80, so that is higher base power. And 137 special attack. That would absolutely not one-shot with a Shadow Ball, even with the spell tag. I think I want to keep Gengar in reserve for later Pokemon. Let's use Gyarados. Oh yeah, that is a level 59 Gallade, isn't it? It can't one-shot me, right? Oh, it sure can if it crits. Maybe even if it doesn't. Hey. Now, if you would just kindly let me run away with the match now. Please flinch. Please flinch. Flinch, please. Oof. Alright, so there goes Gyarados. Gengar can take the kill at this point. We know that Gallade is faster than Gyarados, who's speed 117. After a Dragon Dance, that goes up to like, what, 160 something? Maybe 170 something? How fast is Gengar? 130. I don't know that outspeeds that Gallade. And I don't want to risk a Psycho Cut. So we're going Garchomp. I need to try and use Gengar to greater potential. Considering Gengar is among my best answers to this, though I did just remind myself that Garchomp has Crunch. Okay. That Alakazam outspeeds my Garchomp. That is bad news. But I don't think that Alakazam survives this crunch. It survives this crunch. but it got a defense drop, and he is going to be using a full restore now, so it doesn't survive this crunch. If Lucian was willing to attack instead of using a full restore, he might have just taken the game. But no. Dude's a coward, doesn't press his advantage when he is faster. He could have taken my Garchomp just there. And if he took my Garchomp, I don't think I would have had any answers for that Gallade. Or not Gallade, that Alakazam. Because, yeah, Alakazam would have outsped and one-shot Infernape, would have outsped and one-shot Gengar, and would have absolutely outsped, maybe not one-shot, but would have left me with basically nothing for Tangrowth. Yeah, I would have had no answers if he had just gone for the KO instead of healing his Alakazam. Thank you, Pokemon AI, for not being smart. I don't know that Garchomp survives that signal beam. Okay, so with Espeon being almost as fast as Alakazam, I am in a bad position again. Because it outspeeds Garchomp, who is speed 140. I don't have anyone who can outspeed that Espeon, which means everyone has to survive an attack. Tangrowth might be my best bet, though with Espeon having just revealed Signal Beam, I don't know how well this is going to work. But dang it, I will try to get this sleep powder off. If I do, we have a chance. Okay, come on. Land it. Do not hit yourself in confusion and land the sleep powder. Dang it. Okay, we are potentially boned unless I use items now. So let's get out a sacrificial monkey, I suppose. And I think Garchomp is my only real option here, and I think I have to max revive it. Because if I do anything less than a max revive, then Signal Beam will one-shot it. To say nothing of the psychic that this thing almost certainly knows. That crit was unnecessary and you know it. Okay. We bring out the Garchomp. And we crunch. We're gonna take a Psychic, but hopefully we'll survive it. Not liking that special defense drop. But that crunch should get this Espeon nice and low. Not as low as I would have liked to see. Because we do not survive a second attack here. I believe my best course of action is yet another revive. On whom? I need to look at my party's stats. I think our special defense stats matter more than anything else right now. So, 109, 70, 63, 97, 89. Gyarados has my highest special defense. I guess that means Gyarados shall be the recipient of Max Revive number 2. Having an Espeon right behind an Alakazam is basically the same as having two Alakazams, if we're honest here. Especially when there's such a level gap between the Espeon and my team. But okay, I think I Dragon Dance and bank on this Espeon. It might have Thunderbolt. It probably has Thunderbolt. It doesn't have Thunderbolt. Maybe I should have Dragon Danced. Though even if it did have Thunderbolt, Dragon Dance would have been the right choice. Because I wouldn't have survived Thunderbolt to begin with. And thus the waterfall wouldn't have happened. Bronzong is not the ideal thing to see in this last slot. Now what should I do? You should click surrender and let me win. Yeah, I should have Dragon Danced because then I could have had at least a +1 waterfall here. Like, it wouldn't get a one-shot. No chance in heck. Yeah. But it would have been more damage than I did just now. And 2 waterfalls at +1 might have taken the game. But we do still have Gengar, and as long as this guy doesn't full restore again, we should be fine to finish this with Gengar. All right, Gengar. Show me what you can do. I know Shadow Ball is just neutral damage on this thing, but you've got a spell tag and you're a Gengar, so please. Please. Nice. Yeah, the Alakazam and Espeon were the scariest things on this team. Well, I guess the Gallade was also really scary. The Bronzong was not scary. That's what's important here. I see. You getting past the 3 before me was no fluke. Your power is real. And according to Aaron, I'm done now, right? I've finished the Pokemon League. I'm the champion. There is no champion for me to fight. Definitely not one whose name is Cynthia. Congratulations, you've now beaten the Elite Four. However, that doesn't mean you're done with the Pokemon League. Yes, it does, unless Aaron lied to me. Are you telling me that Aaron lied to me? If so, you should fire him. There remains the champion. I should warn you, the champion is far stronger than the Elite Four. Yes, that's exactly the problem. She doesn't exist. Aaron said so. Now go on, step through the doorway to your final battle. There has never been a more trauma-inducing trainer in all of Pokemon than Cynthia. I think we can all agree that that is true. And she didn't only do it in this game either. She came back in Gen 5 to traumatize people who dared step foot in her summer home during the wrong season. Do I have a Protect TM? I do not. Never bought one. Which means even if I want to put Protect on my bug, I cannot. Just gonna go ahead and drop a save right now. Because I don't remember where the cutoff for being able to save before Cynthia is. It's right before you enter this room. Got it. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Coronet and for the Distortion World. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokemon overcame all the challenges you faced, however difficult. It means that you've triumphed over any personal weaknesses too. The power you learned, I can feel it emanating from you. But that's enough talk. Let's get on with why you're here. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. And here we go. I will almost certainly have to use items for her. All right, Yanmega. If there was ever a time to get the Omni Boost, it is now. Get the Omni Boost. That's not an Omni Boost. And now, even if we do get the Omni Boost, Yanmega is down. I think we're... Are we better off switching to someone else so that we can use the Yanmega as a sacrificial switch later? Probably not, because then we'd just be sacrificing somebody else's HP right now. So let's just get Spiritomb lower. I hate that Spiritomb's out first. It's always a Pokemon that I don't know how to deal with quickly using the tools we have access to in Gen 4. So we're off to a bad start. Need to check things out real quick. Silverwind is base 60. That goes up to base 90 with Stab. And base 90 on special attack 134 was doing maybe a fifth of Spiritomb's health. A little more, but less than a fourth. So if I want to do more, Shadow Ball is base 120 with Stab. Gets a 20% boost for another 22, so 142. Running on a stat of 140 versus 134. So it's not twice as powerful, which means it will not be able to one-shot, and we'd be taking super effective hits along the way. So Gengar is not the option. That we have confirmed. I think Tangrowth and Sleep Powder might be the way to go. Of course it knows Silverwind. Do not get the Omni Boost. Of course we missed the Sleep Powder. Okay, so Spiritomb has taken 2 of my Pokemon for free. That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. I don't want to send in Garchomp or Gyarados yet, so I guess Infernape is the answer, maybe. Actually, what are our stats looking like? 124 special attack with Flamethrower. It's not going to do too much. It will do maybe a quarter of this thing's health. So maybe 2 Flamethrowers gets rid of it. I guess that's what we're hoping for, is just 2 Flamethrowers doing the job. Or 1. 1 works. We take it. Send out Rose Raid. I want to see Rose Raid right now. That's not Rose Raid. I don't have any safe switches for this, and Tangrowth would have been great for Melodic. What is Gengar good against at this point? She's got Togekiss. Togekiss and Melodic. Gengar can hit for super effective. She's also got Lucario, which Gengar basically can't touch. And Garchomp, which Gengar can touch for not super effective. And Rose Raid. Gengar might be the right play right here. Depending on how much damage we take on the switch, I might actually just use Gengar as a sacrifice to revive Tangrowth. Yeah, I think we revive Tangrowth. Melodic, I believe, has Ice Beam. So this is a bit of a risk, but let's try Sleep Powder. Yep, that's Ice Beam. Does Tangrowth take this? I don't know that it does. Yeah, it does. Okay, I think we're going to have to chalk this attempt up as a loss. But we're learning things. I guess Inferno comes back and Thunder Punches. Thunder Punch didn't do nearly as much as I would have needed. I think we don't survive a Surf. Okay. And yeah, this is a loss. So soft reset. And this time we'll save right before Cynthia's door. And we'll give it another shot. Yeah, this battle is one nasty piece of work, especially for the target audience. And when you consider that I've fought very nearly every trainer in the game, and I haven't been running from that many battles. The fact that I just haven't done any grinding, and but I'm still so far behind. Yeah, this battle is rough. Unless you do the grinding to make it easier. And yeah, I know not to feel shame for losing this battle. Considering our level gaps alone, it's a heck of a thing. All right, Yanmega. Once again, if there was ever a time for an Omni Boost, it is right now in this very moment. Of course we don't get it. Why would we ever get an Omni Boost? And there goes Yanmega, so it's the same opener as before, which is not great, if we're honest. And so, let's bring in Garchomp and see how an Earthquake does on this thing. Garchomp Soft Sand Earthquake is not something to be scoffed at. And yet it's also not something that finished off the Spiritomb. That is unfortunate. I do not like that my Garchomp is missing this much HP. I especially do not like that this Spiritomb is now getting a full restore. But maybe this Crunch that we're throwing out will get us a defense drop. That would be nice. I would appreciate it. Please do it. No. Okay. Is this recoverable? I guess if we bring back Yanmega so that we've got a pivot for later. then this could be recoverable. So I might need... Well, I definitely need to heal Garchomp. But I might also need to restore Garchomp's PP. Thankfully, I've got plenty of ethers and elixirs to do that. Because, yeah, we're gonna run out of earthquakes on the next one that I use. So we'll heal for now, see where that leaves us after the incoming attack. If we fail this one, do I consider giving Garchomp Swords Dance? Can I give Garchomp Swords Dance in here, or would I have to leave to do that? I don't think Swords Dance is a TM, so I think I would have to leave. Alright, let's use another full restore, then an elixir, and then another full restore. And then we'll get rid of this thing with an earthquake and have like half a Garchomp left. Actually, not even an elixir. Let's use an ether. Just realized how much I'm banking on this thing not critting me. Okay, that's Spiritomb down. And since I have my Garchomp out right now, that'll probably entice her to bring her own. Yep. And I do not want to have this mirror match because that is a mirror match that we lose. So instead, let's intimidate it. And then, once it's intimidated, we'll see how much damage it deals to us and make a decision from there. Far too much. Okay. See, on Mega, this is why we revived you. And there's Intimidate number 2. So, considering it did 100 damage almost after 1 Intimidate, it's going to do more than 66 after 2. But if we full restore right now, then we might be able to actually use a move with Gyarados next turn. Isn't Dragon Rush like 75% accuracy? You're due for a miss. There we go. I need to hydrate. You know what? I can't blame her for withdrawing her Garchomp at that point. I really wish she hadn't, though. Ooh, nice freeze! Love to see it. Okay, we dragoned it. Are you kidding me? What is even the point of having frozen it? That freeze accomplished literally nothing other than giving me false hope. Alright, at least Lucario goes down without taking any additional KOs. And now we've got Melodic. I think we let Infernape go down here so that we can bring back Gyarados. Because Gyarados is pretty much key to getting rid of Garchomp when it comes back. And now let's see if Tangrowth can survive that Ice Beam from full HP and actually land a Sleep Powder. The answer is no. Okay, so Tangrowth is worthless in this fight. That is good information to have. I'm going to operate under the assumption that Gengar can survive a hit. It might be a flawed assumption. Well, that actually might be the least damaging thing Melodic could have done to us. That's kind of disappointing to think about. But it might be true. And I think now we get Gyarados up to max HP. But Garchomp can't one-shot this Melodic from where it is right now. Do we Thunderbolt again and pray for the full para? I think so. I don't like that. But I think that's our best bet. And no para at all. Okay. I'm not surprised. I'm just a little sad. Okay. Garchomp, come here. Get rid of this with this Earthquake, please. All right, and here comes Garchomp again. Yep, here comes Garchomp again. All right, so if I bring out Gyarados, it goes down to Dragon Rush, which will be used. But then I can revive Gyarados when my Garchomp comes back. And bring out Gyarados again, and then just hope that my fish can sweep the rest of this fight after I have double intimidated this Garchomp. Oh, Earthquake, nice. Okay, that gives us more hope. Does it? Does it give us more hope? Does that change anything about what I do? Because I think we still need a second Intimidate on this Garchomp to really stand a chance. I could heal my Gyarados right now, but it does like 96 damage with Dragon Rush. So unless it would miss the Dragon Rush, we're still just as boned. I think I swapped to Garchomp. And then let Garchomp go down so that we can get a second Intimidate. Yeah, Outlander, that is likely the case. She probably could have gotten a KO on my Garchomp with Earthquake. And we just got lucky that she chose it. But I think now we full restore Gyarados. And then just pray that she never even considers getting a crit from this point onwards. And now we Dragon Dance. If she does not crit, we have won this battle. After I full restore, and then Dragon Dance again for good measure. Maybe twice. But if she crits at any point, we lose. Interesting choice. I guess she saw that she could have gotten a KO with Flamethrower, so I guess it makes sense. Thankfully, she didn't burn us, and she won't want to Flamethrower again until our health gets really low. I think one more full restore and one more Dragon Dance and then we win, assuming she does not crit at any point. Did my other 3DS just freeze? Looks like it did. Cool. Time to hold that power button. Hopefully that is not something unrecoverable. I think I'm still going to use one more full restore here. I'm really taunting these freezes. Okay, system's still powering on just fine, so it's probably okay. So I can't blame Pokemon Ultramoon for freezing there, because I had pressed the button that I have on my custom firmware 3DS that allows me to soft reset with a single button press instead of needing to press start, select, L, and R. I just press select. So I'm guessing that was probably just related to that. Something messed up. It's probably not the game itself that did it. Anyway, we've got enough Dragon Dances that we can Ice Fang her entire team now. Because she's got Roserade and Togekiss left. And they are both Ice Fangable, so we just need to not miss our Ice Fangs. Yeah, Outlander, if either of my modded 3DSs for capture gets broken, they are just dead. I cannot send them to Nintendo because they have been hardware modded. I do not believe Nintendo would be willing to service a hardware modded system. If they die, it's basically just, yeah, you knew the risks when you got it modded. Wow, 3 Dragon Dances and that thing still survived? I don't know that we survived this shockwave. Should have gone for a 4th Dragon Dance. Please, Gyarados, please. If there was ever a time to survive an electric attack, it would have been then. All right. Put all my eggs in one fish, and it wasn't enough. What do you want to bet that was a low roll Ice Fang? Okay. So, if there's one thing I learned from that, it's that I do in fact have one Pokemon capable of setup here. And let's just look through our TMs one last time. Is there anything here that might give me any kind of edge? Can I teach anyone Substitute? I could teach anyone Substitute. The next question, would it matter if I taught anyone Substitute? If I were to teach Gyarados Substitute, have it put up a sub in front of Spiritomb, and then Dragon Dance, would the sub go down immediately, or would it survive an attack? If it can survive one attack, then it is better to teach it. If it can survive no attacks, then it is better to just Dragon Dance right away. That is the question. But what do I lose? The answer is nothing. So I'm going to teach it Substitute right now, and we'll give it a shot with Substitute. If this works out, then we go. If the Substitute dies in one hit, then I just soft reset immediately and we just try the strat without Substitute being used. And yeah, Substitute is better when you're expecting more status moves, but it still could be a useful thing to have. There is a chance that it helps us set up against the Spiritomb. Actually, is there? It would have to survive 2 hits in order to actually be worth it, wouldn't it? Because if it survives 1 hit and then we Dragon Dance behind it, then we have to bring it back the next time and then Dragon Dance behind it again. I guess it does still end up meaning we take less damage ourselves if the Substitute survives its attacks. And the Substitute does keep us... Okay, the Substitute's worthless. It would keep us from getting the special defense drops or flinches from Shadow Ball or Dark Pulse. But it's worthless because it doesn't survive even 1 attack. So in order to have... Oops, I forgot to swap Gyarados in front again. Oh well. But in order to have Gyarados set up against Spiritomb, what we need is for Shadow Ball to not get any special defense drops. Dark Pulse... Actually, it doesn't matter because it can't make us flinch if we're faster than Spiritomb, so yeah, that doesn't matter. But we need Yanmega to get the Omni Boost. It did not get the Omni Boost. Well, we'll toss another Silver Wind, because that's basically all Yanmega is here for, to use Silver Wind on this Spiritomb. And then we'll swap to Tangrowth, who will this time not miss the sleep powder. Because this is basically Tangrowth's only possible use in this fight, is trying to put this Spiritomb to sleep. And apparently giving it an Omni Boost. Great! Of course someone got the Omni Boost this battle, and it wasn't me. Okay, Spiritomb, please stay asleep for the full possible duration. That's what I need out of you. So that's turn 1 of sleep. We Dragon Dance once. That's turn 2 of sleep. We Dragon Dance twice. We do not get turn 3. Please survive this +1 Shadow Ball. It is a Spiritomb, so it shouldn't do too much. I don't like that special defense drop, but it probably won't matter in the long run. We've got a +2 waterfall to use, and we are going to use it. I would have liked to be at +3 before using waterfall. I also would have liked if that waterfall got the KO. Okay, reset. So what we need is for Spiritomb to not get the Omni Boost. That's what we need. And while we're here, I will use one of my very legitimate berries that I definitely grew myself and put it on Yanmega. And I'm also going to give Yanmega just a smidge more Silver Wind PP. Maybe we get 3 Silver Winds out of it this time. Yeah, if Spiritomb doesn't get the Omni Boost and sleeps for 2 or 3 turns, then we're in a pretty decent spot to set up on it. But yeah, this is... There's a lot of RNG I am relying on to hopefully win, even while using items. Because A, her team is better than mine in terms of stats and all that. B, her team is better than mine in terms of levels. And C, this is just a hard battle as is. Alright, Yanmega, if there was ever a time to get the Omni Boost, it's now. Do it. Show me an Omni Boost. Please. Nope. Yeah, I don't think we survive another Dark Pulse even with the Citrus Berry. Unless we get the Omni Boost. Though even if we do get the Omni Boost, we don't kill the Spiritomb with Yanmega. That we got the Omni Boost. Yeah, there's no way we're going to get the kill even with that Omni Boost. Unless we get another Omni Boost. We did not get another Omni Boost. Okay, so at this point, I don't believe Spiritomb is low enough that she will full restore it. So maybe my best bet is bring out Garchomp, kill Spiritomb, bait out her Garchomp, swap to Gyarados, and then do that whole song and dance. That might be the way to go. Or do I bring out Tangrowth and try to put it to sleep and then set up with Gyarados then? If I do that, then I expose myself to the danger of missing Ice Fang on Garchomp. But then again, I'm in danger of missing Ice Fang on freaking anything. And if I go up to +6, I bet we can Waterfall Garchomp out of here. Let's get Tangrowth out. I think this is our safest option overall. As long as the Spiritomb doesn't get the Omni Boost. Oh, it is low enough that she full restores it. Okay. So actually, this is the better option. Okay, here comes our only guaranteed turn of sleep. And we Dragon Dance. And we Dragon Dance again. So we've gotten 2 turns of sleep. That's great. We can get 3, maybe even 4. I forget whether 3 is the maximum in this game. We do not get 3. Okay, so we are in go mode, basically. Don't crit. So that's Dragon Dance number 3. We know that 3 Dragon Dances is not enough to KO this thing. So yeah, we are alternating full restores and Dragon Dances pretty much until we get +6, because I don't think we can KO this thing with anything less. At least not in one hit. So we just need it to not lower our special defense with a Shadow Ball and not crit at any point. If it does use Shadow Ball and lower our special defense, I think at that point I have to just try to go with Waterfall and hope we get a flinch. But until it lowers our special defense, we just keep alternating full restore and Dragon Dance. Oh right, it can also lower our special defense with Psychic. That's another option for special defense dropping. And there it is. Okay, we do not like that one bit. Unless... But if I use this... Actually, you know what? It is only +1 in this generation, but it might be our highest chance of keeping things going. Because what are the chances it gets another special defense drop, huh? The answer is about 10% per move. But we can hope it doesn't hit it again. And every time it uses Dark Pulse, it cannot drop our special defense. So, it crit. I'm fighting the RNG so hard here. And boy is the RNG winning. Do I still use Yon Mega first? Yeah, I do. I mean, really all I need to do to win is get 2 back-to-back Omni boosts with Yanmega. Then I'm set. Especially if the Omni boosts start on the first turn. Such a simple strategy, and yet I cannot make it work for some reason. Omni boost! Okay, so Yanmega goes down here, but it lowers Spiritom's health enough that Cynthia will want to use a full restore. Which means we get the free sleep powder with Tangrowth. So, like, that is basically the ideal way that our Yanmega could be used, is getting us to this exact point. Oh, it's not low enough that she wants to use a full restore yet. Interesting. Interesting. That actually means that we're probably in a bit of a better position for when we swap in Gyarados. Because, like, I swap in Gyarados, it sleeps, blah, blah, blah. And then the moment it does anything, I could just take it out. Because we're going to have at least 2 Dragon Dances before it accomplishes anything. Actually, no, not at least 2. We're going to have at least 1, because that's our only guaranteed sleep turn right there. But with 1 Dragon Dance, we can probably kill a Spiritomb from here, but that doesn't help us with anything else. But we got another sleep turn. So we get 2 Dragon Dances. Do we get a 3rd sleep turn? Please give us a 3rd sleep turn. Nope. No special defense drop. No special defense drop. Dragon Dance number 3. No special defense drop, no crit. No special defense drop, no crit. Come on. That's a crit. Of course it's a crit. Of course. Okay, so sleep is 1 to 4 turns here, and we have gotten consistently exactly 2. Be real nice if it slept for a 3rd or a 4th turn, but I guess we just can't have nice things. All right, Yanmega, show me a turn 1 Omni boost. It did not show me a turn 1 Omni boost. All right, Yanmega, show me a turn 2 Omni boost. Not show me a turn 2 Omni boost. So that's goodbye Yanmega. Alright, Tangrowth, show me a landed sleep powder after a failed Omni boost. No Omni Boost. All right. And Sleep Powder landed. This isn't the ideal opener, but it's still enough that we have a chance for things to work. That hasn't worked out for us the last 2 attempts, but when you're putting all of your eggs in one fish, sometimes they will crack. Fish aren't generally good storage receptacles for eggs. In fact, most of the time when fish have eggs, they try and get rid of as many as they can. So yeah, just don't put eggs in a fish. It doesn't work out well. Eggs almost always do far better outside of a fish than inside of a fish. And once again, we got exactly 2 sleep turns. Because of course we got exactly 2 sleep turns. Because why would we ever get a 3rd or a 4th? Also, nice crit. But that crit was when we were at full health, and thus at the most acceptable possible timing. And we also didn't get the special defense drop, so we are not out of this yet. No special defense drop, no crit. No special defense drop, no crit. All right. Nope, not bag. I could use my X special defense preemptively. And that might let me get more turns of Dragon Dance per full restore, which would make me less vulnerable to crits. And then... no, dire hit increases my own crit ratio. Guards back. Prevents stat reduction. If I use this, then all I have to say is no crit. No crit. Okay, we've got 4 more turns of needing no crits. So we will have 3 turns to Dragon Dance safely. As long as Spiritomb doesn't crit. Crit is the only thing we need to not see. Also, the more this thing uses Psychic, the happier I am. Because Psychic is the least damaging move it can use. Because it gets no stab. So I believe that's +4 we're at right now. I have to heal. So we only got to use 2 Dragon Dances during the guard spec. But that's still 2. And that's a Dark Pulse, which means it can't drop our special attack. As long as it doesn't crit us, we're good. Or not special attack, special defense. So we use Dragon Dance number 5. And no crit, no special defense drop. Okay. And then we use Dragon Dance number 6. No crit, no special defense drop. And while I could just start sweeping right now, that would be a little dangerous. I want to have more health. So we are going to full restore one last time. At this point, we just need no special defense drop because even a crit will not KO us. So just no special defense drop, and then we are set to sweep Cynthia with a +6 Gyarados. All right. I wish I could confirm that we were in fact at +6. I haven't been keeping the best of count. And yeah, I don't know if we're actually at +6 or +5, but I do know this Spiritomb is gone. I have put all of my eggs in one fish, but boy, is it a strong fish. Okay, we got Togekiss. Don't miss. We got Lucario. And our strong fish gets even stronger. We got Garchomp, okay. Do I go for the waterfall and hope that it's enough for the KO? Or do I go for Ice Fang and risk that 5% chance that we lose the battle? Hey, we didn't miss. And we got a crit for good measure. And finally, Roserade. I can't remember the last time I was put in a corner like this. And we win. Cynthia has been defeated. But it was a very dirty win, considering the items I had to use. Just a few minutes ago, you were the most powerful challenger, and just now you became the most powerful of all the trainers. You are now our newest champion. That was excellent, truly an outstanding battle. You gave the support your Pokemon needed to maximize their power. Support in this case coming in the form of many, many items. And you guided them with certainty to secure victory. Except it wasn't really that certain, considering how many resets you had to use for this exact strategy that you were trying to employ. You have both passion and calculating coolness. Yeah, that win was absolutely the result of passion and calculation. Together, you and your Pokemon can overcome any challenge that may come your way. I don't know about that. Those are the impressions I got from our battle. I'm glad I got to take part in the crowning of Sinnoh's new champion. Come with me, we'll take the lift. You know, normally when people say we'll take the lift, they get on it with you. Well, we're just gonna walk forward without her, huh? The room ahead is the Hall of Fame.
Garnet, your last battle was splendid.
Oh, hello, Professor Rowan.
A child I enlisted for my Pokedex project has come this far. It's only natural that I come and witness the child's crowning glory.
Garnet, I shouldn't call you a child anymore. You've grown into a real champion.
Professor, you still enjoy the enthusiasm kids bring to your research, don't you? Garnet, step this way, please. Professor Rowan, please join us.
It's been a long while since I last entered this room.
If your last time here was when I became champion, then yes, that would be quite a long time ago. Garnet, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Your names will be recorded for posterity here. What you are leaving are the memories of your adventure so far. It's time to record your names, you and your Pokémon. Remember, your Pokémon are partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement.
There he is, or she is, our MVP. The fish that holds all of the eggs. So we cleared with a time of 53 hours, 17 minutes, but like, I'm pretty sure many of those hours were spent getting all those contest ribbons. Considering each full ribbon was probably approximately an hour's worth of contests. And there are 20 of them? Anyway, that's Pokemon Platinum cleared. Now, once these credits are over, actually, we can probably just soft reset through the credits, but I'm not gonna. The people who worked on this game deserve to have their names seen. But, yeah, once we're out of the credits, I need to go through the Elite Four again, but this time with a team of level 100 Pokemon that will make it a snap. And who won't even have to blink when we fight Cynthia.
Oh, hey, look on the bottom screen. That's when we got our first Pokemon.
That sure is a still image, though.
Oh, hey, look, that's when we first met Looker.
Why don't they use a full screen screenshot? Why do they have to have it inset like that? It just feels like a waste of screen space. Hey, look, that's the first time we talked to a Pokemart employee, maybe. I don't know. I don't feel like that's a super valuable thing to show. Hey, look, it's when we met Cyrus in front of the statue, and he's like, oh, this sure is a stupid statue. I hate everything. My name is Cyrus. Goodbye.
Hey, look, that's that time when I spent way too much time in the contest hall. Hey, look, that's that time where this granny was like, hey, they were gonna blow up our stuff, but you stopped them. Good job. Our stuff isn't really worth much, but it shouldn't be blown up. It's got, like, history and things to it.
Hey, look, it's that time I was on the worst route in the game. Hey, look, it's that time I was in the void. Hey, look, it's that time the guys were like, oh man, Magikarps sure do suck and never evolve into anything that can beat Cynthia. We're just gonna leave them on the floor because they're so bad. Hey, look, it's that time where those guys were like, why do you care about Pokemon? Pokemon suck. Are you really gonna press this button and save them? They're bad. Hey, look, it's that time we were on Spear Pillar and failed to catch well, before we failed to catch Giratina. Yeah, Outlander, that is definitely a thing that happened. Thankfully, it's not a thing that happened prior to Gen 9. Hey, look, it's a Magnezone. Oh, it's the Galaxy. Except that's... Given the fact that it ends on the bottom screen, that's not our Galaxy. That I guess Andromeda is just really, really close in the Pokemon universe. And hey, look, we made it home. Finn. See, they said Finn instead of, like, the end because they knew that my fish had fins, and we used a fish to win. This is an homage to my fish. Okay. Now, Outlander, that was not a view of the galaxy there inside because it didn't extend across the whole sky. Like, if you're looking at the Milky Way from anywhere on Earth, it will extend across the entire sky because we are basically in the middle of one of its arms. So the whole disk of the Milky Way is literally all around us. There's nowhere we can look and not see the arm of the Milky Way galaxy extending all the way across the sky. So for it to be so self-contained like that, we had to be looking at a different galaxy, not the one we are inside. And so, yeah, it would have had to be a distant galaxy, and, you know, a relatively close distant galaxy to be that big. Andromeda is the one that best fits that bill. But it would have been a much closer version of Andromeda than the one we can see if we look up in the night sky. I know that for a fact because I have seen the Andromeda galaxy with my own naked eyes once. And it's not a very large splotch, but it is a very noticeable splotch. But considering that it is approaching the Milky Way galaxy, that just means that this game takes place probably a few millions or billions of years after our current real-life world time.
Garnet, Barry came looking for you a little while ago. I don't know what it was about, but he was shouting about you needing to get on a ship at Snowpoint City. You know how impatient he is. He was gone before I could ask. Anyway, how's it going, kid? Is your project with Professor Rowan coming along?
I don't know, maybe. How is our Pokédex doing? We've seen 206. And we've got up to 210 in here. I believe... Wait, does it just skip ones that we're missing? Where are Dialga and Palkia? Do they come after Giratina in this dex? Oh, no, they come before. Okay, what? I guess 152 would be Fione? So we're missing these three. Do we have Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf? No. No, we don't. So I guess I have to go to the 3 lakes if I want to get my decks filled out, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I don't want to fight them, though. But I could go... Actually, no, I couldn't go meet any of them right now, because I don't have a Pokemon with Surf on my team at the moment. So what I need to do is get to Sandjump Town, grab someone who can fly, and then book it back to the Pokemon League so that I can take on the Elite Four and Cynthia again and get a ribbon. And I should probably take the Choice Band off of Metagross for now. Let's give him a Metal Coat instead. Actually, let's grab Suicune instead of Latios. Because that way, we will have someone with Surf in our party and we can deal with things later. Back to the Pokemon League, where we will now just steamroll the Elite Four and Champion for a ribbon. But first, we will save a lot of data. Because sometimes in life, you have a lot of data that needs saving, and therefore, you will save a lot of data because it needs to be saved by you. So it is a thing that you do to save it. It'd be nice if these people had different dialogue for the second run through, but they don't. And so we just show up and smack them. Let's see if a bullet punch works. Nice crit. I feel like Zen Headbutt has more particles in this game than any future game. It's amazing what a difference 50 levels can make. Nice unnecessary crit. Though, to be fair, it's not just 50 levels that made this difference. It's 50 levels and having a Metagross. Because let's face it, Metagross is better than, I would argue, literally anything I used on my team for getting through the game. Especially in Gen 4, when Steel still resisted Ghost and Dark. Next up, we've got Ground-type Lady. Maybe we don't want Metagross in front for that. But she opens with Whiskash. But we've got Energy Ball on Leolin, so yeah. That's right, I put Energy Ball on her for specifically things like Whiskash and Gastrodon. Because the movesets I've got on these Pokemon right now are essentially what I'm going to be trying Battle Tower with. Hopefully it ends up working out. It might not. I don't know. We'll find out. Unfortunately, unlike on the GBA games, I guess specifically Emerald, that's the only one I played on here. Unlike in Emerald, I do not have the ability to make and load save states. So Battle Tower is going to have to be played more legitimately this time around, which is not ideal, but then again, I think I do still have an option for illegitimacy, just not as quick of an option. Like, I would still have to actually win battles normally, naturally, without cheating. But I do have an option that can be employed to then get back to where ribbons could be earned on subsequent matches. So I guess in that sense, it would be just like in Emerald, where I have to do the battles legit, but I do not have to be legit getting back to where ribbons are earnable. It would just take longer. It's not just a couple quick button presses. It would be loading a separate thing and then injecting code into the game saying, nope, this is what my current streak is at. Yup, it's certainly there. Don't bother asking. Just trust me. Nice crit.
So, when we're done with this, we will have a ribbon. Which means, hooray, we get a ribbon today. On all 4 of our Pokemon, guaranteed. And then tomorrow, well, actually, yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow is when my next stream will be. Tomorrow, we are also guaranteed to get ribbons. It is subsequent days where the guarantee is not there. But today and tomorrow, guaranteed ribbons. And that's nice. Once we have to move into Battle Tower, there are no guarantees. And while we are playing Pokemon Platinum here, I do intend to get all but the ribbon on the very bottom right of the tracker. Because that one, I cannot get in Pokemon Platinum while playing on a 3DS. Without running some software that would expose my computer to the open internet, which is not ideal. I don't want to do that. But I can get that ribbon if I am using Pokemon Soul Silver on a 3DS. So that one will have to wait until Soul Silver, which has one other ribbon that we need to get anyway. A ribbon that we will get only at the very, very end of our playthrough of Soul Silver, because it's for beating Red on Mount Silver. But once we do that, then we can also get that last Battle Tower ribbon. Though it won't be easy. In fact, it's probably the hardest Battle Tower ribbon to get. And it's also the one, the only one, that cannot be gotten 100% legit these days. Because it requires connecting to online servers to basically have the game download the teams of other people who are playing Battle Tower for you to battle against NPC versions of. And since the official servers have shut down, you gotta get it through other means, which is using fan servers. But it is available, and thus I will get it. Especially because if you get it, it changes the color of a ribbon that all of your Battle Tower ribbons get changed to in a later generation. It'll go from being blue to gold. And I am not giving up that gold ribbon. Not when it is in fact still available without actually cheating. But since I'll have to get it by battling against other players' teams, it could be a very long and difficult battle. Also, 3 of the ribbons on that tracker, I will say right now, I will 100% cheat in order to get on all of my Pokemon, because cheating will save me many, many hours of money grinding. Because I am going to need to spend effectively, like, I think it's going to be 5 full wallets worth of Poké Dollars
in order to get those ribbons on all 4 of my Pokemon. And yeah, that's a few more full wallets than I want to fill using gameplay. So I'm just gonna... I'm gonna slip into a space-time anomaly inside of which is as much money as I could possibly fill my wallet with. Yep. That's what's going to happen. I'm not going to cheat and give myself the money or anything. I'm just going to find it inside a space-time anomaly. That's all. And those are the ribbons that we're guaranteed to get tomorrow. Is money ribbons. Anyway, let's fight Cynthia. Outlander, the best money grind is the rich man and rich lady couple outside of the Pokemon mansion. You go in with an amulet coin and Payday and the Versus Seeker. And you get like 40k per run, I think, if you use all of those things. It's still a painfully slow process, but it is the fastest way to get money in this game. Nice crit. Why does Scissor's wings not have membranes in the back sprite? They're just 2 red rods. Where are the wing membranes? Like, we can only see the elytra, not the actual wings. Where are they? You know, I probably don't have to switch in order to one-shot this thing, but Emperor hasn't gotten to show up during this Elite Four run. We have to give him a chance. I can remember the last time you were put in a corner like this, Cynthia. It was just a few minutes ago, actually. And of course, we can't finish with anyone other than Primus. The one and the prime. Yeah, it's really disappointing that they don't change the dialogue for anyone in the Elite Four or Cynthia on subsequent runs. Like, even here, they're acting like I haven't beaten the champion before. But hey, whatever. We got a ribbon. There we go. They haven't officially awarded it to us yet, but we've got it. And let's check one last Yveltal. Arrived from a distant land, you say? I suppose Ore is pretty distant. And once this save is complete, then that will be it for this stream. This is an awfully long save for not saving a lot of data. There we go. All right, that's it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that, and I will be back tomorrow when we are going to get more ribbons in the post-game. See you then, friends.